At least 5 hostages held by Hamas, including New Jersey native Edan Alexander, could be freed under new ceasefire proposals, officials said Saturday as tens of thousands of protesters flooded Israeli streets demanding the release of all captives. The terror group agreed to release the 5 hostages, who were kidnapped in October. 2023 massacre in Israel in exchange for a 50-day ceasefire over the al-Fitr holiday and continuing through Passover, officials told Israeli and Arab news outlets Saturday. Eid, which marks the end of Ramadan, begins on Saturday night and ends Wednesday. The proposal, put forward by Egypt after continued pressure from the U.S. over the impasse, also calls for the release of Palestinian prisoners and reentry of aid into Gaza, the Times of Israel reported. Israel responded with its own counteroffer, according to the outlet. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu conducted a series of consultations yesterday, following a proposal received from the mediators, a statement from his office said Saturday. In recent hours, Israel transferred its counterproposal to the mediators in full coordination with the United States. It continued. The details of the counteroffer were unclear, but the Israel-Haim newspaper reports Tel Aviv is insisting on the terms of a deal brokered by U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, which calls for 10 to 12 hostages to be released alive. Hamas previously rejected that proposal. The U.S. has lobbied Egypt and Qatar to pressure Hamas in recent days to release hostages, which would restore the ceasefire that Israel ended in mid-March and buy time for new negotiations, Axios reported. The Egyptian proposal also comes days after reports that Qatar presented Hamas with a new U.S. plan to bring about a ceasefire in Gaza through the release of 21-year-old Edan Alexander, the last living American hostage. Hamas still holds 59 captives, 24 of whom are believed to still be alive. Alexander is the only living American hostage. The terror group likely agreed to the Egyptian proposal to rein in growing anti-Hamas protests in Gaza this week, Israel's state-run Khan media outlet reported. Yet Hamas has continued tormenting hostage victims and their families, releasing a video Saturday showing Israeli hostage Elkanah Bobat, 36, begging to be released and reunited with his wife and son ahead of the boy's 5th birthday. 5 days earlier, Hamas released another video of a distressed and gaunt Bobat alongside fellow hostage Yosef-Haim, 24. How much longer can Elkanah survive in the hell of Gaza? His family said in a statement after the release of the second video. We are pleading with the people of Israel. Listen to Elkanah's cry. Do not forget him. This is the second sign of life we have received this week, the family continued. How many more will there be? Signs of life must not become final memories. Netanyahu has refused to bring an end to the war until Hamas releases all hostages and relinquishes power. Tens of thousands of Israelis protested in favor of a hostage deal in cities across the country Saturday night, and in opposition of the Israeli government, including moves by Netanyahu to overhaul the judiciary, according to reports.